The Tyson shutdown adds to the uncertainty for the Nebraska Brand Committee. I'm Steve White. It's midday. Time for Top Ag News on the Rural Radio Network. The Nebraska Brand Committee met Monday ahead of the 2026 legislative session. Executive Director Don Arp says lawmakers face pressure to address a $470 million budget shortfall.
So the schedule is going to be remarkably tight.
That's what the legislature faces. Meanwhile, the Brand Committee is asking lawmakers to raise caps on brand and inspection fees and change how registered feedlot fees are calculated. Moves ARP says are necessary to keep the agency financially stable. At the same time, the committee is preparing for the loss of inspection revenue tied to Tyson's Lexington plant, which is expected to stop taking cattle soon.
The remaining of this fiscal year will have half of that impact. It'll be about $238,000.
ARP says that loss is unlikely to be fully replaced by inspections elsewhere. The Nebraska legislature begins its session Wednesday. Migratory birds have brought avian influenza back to Nebraska. Bryce Duskett is standing by with more.
The Nebraska Department of Agriculture reporting highly pathogenic avian influenza detected in late December in a commercial flock in Butler County. Since November, though, HPAI cases have also been confirmed in small backyard flocks in Keith, Howard, Washington, and Scottsbluff counties. The state veterinarian says these cases are not unexpected and align with the wild bird migration. Dr. Roger Dudley says poultry producers need to stay vigilant in protecting their flocks and follow strict biosecurity practices.
Thanks, Bryce. Find more on our website, ruralradionetwork.com. The lack of snowfall could impact irrigation season for some. That's the latest from Central Nebraska Public Power and Irrigation District, the folks who operate Kingsley Dam at Lake McConaughey. Civil engineer Tyler Tulin reports the lake's elevation is up, but snowpack is off to a rough start, and it appears a tough water year could be in store for the upcoming irrigation season if conditions don't improve. U.S. farmers face a wide gap between what they pay to produce food and what they earn from selling it. Investigate Midwest said it's the largest gap farmers have seen between income and expenses in 10 years. Investigate Midwest said in practical terms, that means production costs were over 50% higher than in 2011, while the prices farmers received were only about 21% higher. Terrain Ag is projecting slightly higher operating costs for 2026 corn and soybean crops. As USDA rolls out Farm Aid, Senate Ag Chair John Bozeman said in a recent interview, another round of payments will likely be needed.
I think the question is if we need to, and I think we probably will, what do we do? We can't keep throwing money at it. How do we increase our markets? What do we do to get farmers in a sustainable position?
Finally today, Nebraska FFA is offering students a chance to get hands-on media experience through its 2026 State Convention Media Internship. Selected members will help capture photos and video, create social media content, and tell the story of Nebraska FFA during the convention. The Nebraska State FFA Convention runs March 25th through 27th. Applications are open now through January 23rd, with interviews scheduled for early February. For more ag news, including how you can take the Nitrogen Challenge, check out ruralradionetwork.com.